So let's take a look at some more data. Here I've typed my data into Google Sheets, and this is just some data I found on the internet, and I just typed it in so we could see what happened. So I'm just going to highlight it. I'm going to hit Insert. I'm going to hit Chart. And remember that we've been using the old chart editor, and we've been using scatter plots. I'm going to go down and find that. And since I don't have a title in any of my things, it didn't put a title. So if I knew what this data represented, maybe I would, when I did customization, I could put a title in there. Let's just call it example data, because that's what it is example data. Now, notice on all the other things that I've done, there's been a legend out here to the side, and this one actually says legend none. So I'm going to change it so that it puts a legend over here on the right. If that's not turned on, sometimes you won't be able to see everything that you need. So here's my blue dot. It's saying this is the legend for everything. You notice if I hover over it, it gives me the values that I've typed in. So we've been talking about different types of regression and the best fit. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to pick each one and just take a look at it and see what it does. So I'm going to pick Trendline Linear, and we're going to hit Show R Squared and see what happens. So this one says it's around 85.4%. That's not really close to 1, but let's see what happens, see if it's the best one. Let's pick Exponential. Trendline 0.9999. Now that's really close to 1, but let's hit Polynomial and see if it's better. And 0.997. So it looks like exponential's better for this one. So let's hit exponential. And we're going to, remember, just like we've been doing before, we've been saying show equation. Okay, so here is my equation, and notice it has that e in there, and we said that e is really close to 2.72. So if your instructor asks for the equation, let's go ahead and hit update so I can put it all in there. And I'm going to hit y equals 2.43 e raised to the 0.932x. That's all it's doing. If I say, what is the prediction equation? You just give me what you see there, okay? Leave out the r squared because that's just telling you how close it is to an appropriate trend line. Okay, now, if I ask you to make a prediction, like here we have 0, 10, 20, 30. What if I wanted to know what it was for 40? So if I wanted to know what it was for 40, that means I'm asking you to put 40 in for x. So I could let Google do my math for me. So I hit an equal sign because that's Google's way of knowing to do math. And it's 243 times e raised to something. Order of operations says you need to make sure that you do the stuff that's raised here first. So that means that you need to make sure you put parentheses around it. So I'm going to say 2.43, it's times this, but I'm going to put parentheses around it. The e is 2.72. It's raised to something, so I'm going to hit the caret key for raised. And it's raised to 0.0932 times something, so I'm going to put parentheses there. 0.0932 times 40 is my x. So I'm going to close out the parentheses there, close out the first set of parentheses that I got, and I'm going to hit enter, and it gives me a number 101.316, blah, blah, blah. Now, over here, these have 2 decimal places after them, so if I wanted to round, I would say 101.32. So I could go over here and I could put a 40, and I could put 101.32 and hit enter, and notice it added another point on my chart. And if I go back and I click on it, I can hover over it, and it'll give me those values. So it's doing a perfect exponential growth right here, and it's made my prediction. It's a valid prediction. It looks good. So this is one that's an example that works best for exponential data.